we are at the moment going to say a very, very good afternoon to none other than Amber Fieldgate. Good afternoon, Amber. How are you doing?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Ah, man, after that, I'm doing absolutely brilliant. Thanks for asking. Um, yeah, it's one of those, it's the second time this week, in the past week, that we've done an interview like that, a conversation, and this laptop we use just doesn't want to. For some other reason, it just, whenever I go on a Zoom, it just doesn't want to work. So maybe it's a personal thing, I think it is.
Must be you.
Oh yeah.
The vendetta again. Yeah, definitely. Um, welcome. You are joined with Kieran and myself from Hyperdrive.
Oh yeah.
Up to One Radio.
Hi.
And for our listeners out there, tell our listeners a bit more about who Amber Fieldgate really is.
Who Amber Fieldgate is? That's quite a question.
Yeah.
I am a musician doing a master's degree in Scotland currently, but I come from Joburg. Yeah, there's a lot to me. I'm 23. I just turned 23, so I'm a daughter. I'm a sister. I'm a musician. I'm a dog mom.
I love that. Oh, it's awesome.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Kieran, we know we've been waiting for this conversation for quite some time. We tried getting it, obviously, just after the track that we're going to discuss now actually came out. It was released, but obviously due to studies and all the rest, it wasn't quite possible at the time. But I know that Kieran's been excited. He's been wanting to pick your brain a bit. So I know he's going to get into it.
Oh yes, I definitely am. Amber, I have to say, welcome to the show. It's absolutely awesome having you here.
Thank you so much.
What I first want to find out about you is, Amber, okay? Obviously, with the release as well of Borders, okay, what was your thought process that went into that?
What do you mean behind writing it?
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of wanted to make something that I would want to listen to. And something that was very truthful to who I am as a person and as a musician and as an artist.
Okay.
And I kind of wrote it during peak lockdown.
Okay.
So that was good because it kind of, lockdown kind of forced me to sit down and kind of deal with my feelings because you couldn't really do anything to distract yourself.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I wanted to create something that was a little bit eerie and a little bit emotional and something that would reflect the time that we're in. And
I
it
get
kind
you.
of helped me grapple with how I was feeling because I was also in the process of, moving to Scotland and if I was going to get to Scotland or not amidst the whole lockdown. So I was just grappling with that, like that feeling of being on a journey and not really knowing where to land or what's going to happen.
Sure. I do feel that, saying all that, and I mean, it made it quite surreal because, obviously people all across the world have had different kinds of ways of looking at lockdown itself. And they've all dealt with it in different ways. And the fact that you've been so open and honest about how the song actually came about is actually very, very awesome because I don't think that musicians these days, and I'm going to say this in generalization, not just pointing at any artist, because we speak to a lot of artists, but I do feel that most artists today do not look at that side. They don't look at the emotional side of the song itself, and it's just about writing a song and getting it out there. It's not about the connection that you've got with the track. So big ups on that. Really, really awesome. But how's your stay been in Scotland? I mean, obviously, how's Scotland been? I mean, just tell us a bit more about that.
Yeah, Scotland's very cold. It's my first time here, so I just decided to jump in. I don't know. Everyone was like, "Oh, Scotland's so nice," and I was like, "Well, I hope so." I don't know. I'm here for 2 years.
Yeah, man.
But it was quite a shock coming here. It's different, but it's lovely. I'm really enjoying it. So I'm in Edinburgh, which is just beautiful.
Oh,
yeah. So it's lovely. It's just cold, and it keeps getting colder and colder, and I just don't know.
Ooh.
I'm just this cold South African girl in all the lectures. Everyone's like chilling with their shirts off, and I'm like in my hoodies.
No, it takes a bit of time. It takes a bit of time to get used to that.
I can't really understand the accent, so it's taken me a while. Especially like very heavy Scottish accents. So someone will like talk to me with their mask on, and I'm just like,
no. I don't speak the English.
Yeah, South Africa.
But I think that's a problem with most people. Obviously, in South Africa as well, the entire lockdown, people
Yeah,
with a mask over their
I
faces, you have
know.
no idea what they're saying.
I know. I had no idea. So everyone's asking me if I want. I don't know. Like even at the shops, I'm like,
Mm.
how much? But everyone's really lucky. So I'm very lucky.
Oh, that's crazy.
Awesome.
That is
Yeah.
crazy. The question I obviously wanted to get is obviously going to Scotland. You are doing what exactly are you studying in
I
Scotland?
am doing a master's in counseling psychology at
Wow,
the
awesome.
University of Edinburgh.
Oh,
Yeah.
that is great. What made you go into that direction?
So I didn't really know what I wanted to do growing up, and then I went to Tuckies,
Mm-hmm.
and I just decided to do a BA General,
Sure.
Yep.
and I took psychology as a subject, and I just loved it. So I tried, to keep my marks up, and I managed to do a master's. An honors at SACAP,
Mm.
Nice.
and then I started working as a special needs child facilitator
Okay.
while I was doing my honors year, and I just fell in love with kind of like helping and counseling and special needs children. So I kind of wanted to move forward with that, and I was lucky enough to get a place doing this master's program.
Wow. No,
Mm.
that's amazing.
Um,
I like
That's
that.
awesome.
yeah, so it's nice. I feel focused for once because I just really didn't know what I wanted to do. So it's weird to be here and like I know what I wanted to go into, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
fun and
No, that's great.
What I want to find out about you is, Amber, obviously with doing your masters and obviously being a musician at the same time,
yeah.
and obviously during lockdown, how did you manage? What pros and cons were there in the entire process?
Of what?
Of obviously
Challenges
managing,
or-
obviously doing the artistry and obviously the doing your masters as well.
Well, lockdown for me was quite easy because it was just music focused. So I
Okay.
only started my master's degree in August because
Okay.
they have different years here. So everything starts in like September. That's like the beginning of the academic year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So because of COVID, I stopped working. So I was literally just at home. And I took up painting and running around my garden because you couldn't leave the house. And all these things.
Yeah.
And I'd actually put off music for a while because I don't know, I had quite a tough time growing up in the industry because I've been doing music for a long time, since I was about 13.
Wow.
And I just gone through this like really bad experience where like I started working with certain people and they promised me the world. It always happens, and I just got kind of shut down, and I just wasted all my time. And I said no to so many other opportunities because I just was so naive and young, and I trusted everyone. So I took a good solid break, like a year's break. I just didn't want to do music anymore.
Wow.
And
Wow.
lockdown kind of made me get into it again, and I started playing some piano.
Nice.
And I just thought I'd start writing just to see what would happen. And I ended up creating something that I really loved, and it's definitely the sound I want to present to the world because I've been trying to find my sound for so long. And everyone's been telling me you have to do this and you've got to look like this and you've got to have more attitude.
Yes.
Less attitude. And you've got to be sassier, but not too sassy. And you've got to sing pop and you've got to chart. And I was just like, no.
No, I like that.
No.
No. Typical South African answer there. Okay. No, don't tell me what to do.
So eventually I was like, you know what? I'm not going through a label. I'm not using anyone else's finances. I'm just going to do the whole thing. And my friend did help me with the photos for the cover art, and it was just like a really fun process. And it was kind of me taking back music.
Yes, that's amazing.
I like that.
I like the way you said that, Amber. I must be honest, because I don't think that artists realize how difficult it is in this industry. I mean, you said you started at the age of 13. It's 10 years of, to and fro and trying to sort yourself out as an artist. It's demanding, and especially for South African artists. I'm going to say that quite openly, because I just feel that there's so many artists out there that get they get the raw deal of the end. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, if you don't have the name that the artists have got now in the industry, you're not going to get the showcasing. You're not going to get the play on the air. You're not going to get the needle time. And
Yeah.
that is a massive problem. And there's guys out there that are taking advantage of that from artists. And I'm glad you've exposed that, because on Chapter One Radio, we love exposing that kind of nonsense, because
Oh yes, we do.
we do.
I'm not I'm not out here to expose. I'm just
No,
telling
absolutely
you
not.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, you're just giving your honest opinion.
And
I love that.
I'm just being honest, and it
Yes.
completely, I mean, it changed my life and it made me a lot
Yeah.
wiser. Like, I think one of my quotes in my song, it goes, "I'm older and I'm colder." And that's a direct reference to kind of what I went through. And now I don't take anything from anyone.
Yes.
And another thing, Amber, older and colder means you're also older, but also in Scotland where it is cold.
Yeah,
so-
I'm just shivering all the time,
yes.
just sitting by my heater.
Absolutely.
Just
Jeez. No, I wouldn't.
Oh.
I've got ancestral family from Scotland, Kieran.
yeah.
My grandparents, my grandmother was from Scotland, so it was always there. No. We got Scottish heritage and all the rest. I'm like, that's great. I'm happy for you. I'm not going there. It's too damn cold. Like really. But it's always a good experience. And I like the fact that you've actually taken that, and actually taken the experience and taken the opportunity with both hands and actually said, you know what, I'm going to do, and this is what I want to do with my life, because there's so many young artists out there that don't really know where they're heading.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I still, I'm kind of taking it day by day, as you have to with COVID and everything that's going on. I mean, I just knew that I've always wanted to like live somewhere abroad for a couple of years just to see what it was. And it's been difficult. It's been very difficult. Like I miss home and I miss a good braai and I miss a beer,
Yeah, not a warm ale, in other words.
Yeah, it's like 14 times the price, and it's like, am I really going to buy a beer for that much money? Yeah.
Sure.
But it's good to
Awesome stuff. Amber, one thing obviously off topic on that, right? Quick question: have you been in Edinburgh, right? Have you seen the Edinburgh Castle?
I have.
Oh,
that's always been one of my dreams, just to see that.
It's beautiful, but I haven't gone in because it's quite expensive.
Okay.
But because of COVID, like
yes.
it's been shut down now, so I'm just waiting for that to clear up and maybe save up and I'll go do a little tour. But I'm definitely a huge castle fan. But it's strange because you'll be walking and there'll be like a castle, just like or like
a random
smaller castle on your left, and you're like, oh,
another one.
And it's great. Like now public library or something, and they're just like, and I'll be like walking, and I'll be like, what is that? But it's just like massive, beautiful church, and I'm like,
wow.
Like next to the shop.
It's a different world. I mean, really, it's a different world.
Completely different.
Yeah. I mean, that's an experience. That's an experience on its own.
It is.
And I want to basically touch base with the music side of things. So obviously, Borders came out. You released Borders. What is next? Is there anything in the pipeline that you're busy with? Obviously now, because you are quite free in a sense to do stuff.
There is some stuff coming. It's just hard to navigate because obviously I'm quite strict with who I want producing it. So I want it produced by Chart, who did Borders. So I'll probably have to wait until I get home, but I've definitely got a couple songs, and then I was thinking maybe kind of releasing singles and then releasing a full-on EP in the near future.
Oh, that's awesome.
Awesome stuff.
I mean, I must be honest. We're seriously looking forward to that. Let's be honest.
Oh yes.
Really. The minute we heard Borders, we were like, I have to get on to the show. The minute I got the track from Melissa Conradi, I was like, I have to get on to the show. I don't care how you do it. I need to get on. So big ups on that. Absolutely brilliant song.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Can't wait for other songs to come out. Definitely.
Thanks.
Definitely.
Worried how it would be taken because it's quite a different song. It's quite dark and eerie and a little bit strange. But I'm glad to see
we're living in a very dark. We're living in a dark and eerie, strange kind of world at the moment.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
It kind of feels you're filling a void of whatever you may be missing. So I think people resonate with the track a lot easier these days than they probably might have earlier.
Oh yes, definitely. Amber, what I want to find out about you is this. Obviously, for upcoming artists, right? Obviously, young artists who are upcoming artists. What would your words of motivation, inspiration be to them?
I think more of like a word of warning would just be just trust yourself. It's
I
not,
like that.
no one's going to make you famous. No one's going to write your next hit. It's you.
Yes.
You're going to do it. And
Oh,
I think
yes.
it's a while to find that confidence, and it's there.
True.
And I just want to let everyone know who is working and is practicing and is, you know, trying their best and writing in their journal, keep going. And one day it'll just fall into place. And you'll
I love that.
Yeah.
What I'm gonna do is, Amber, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you a high five right now. That
Thank
was
you.
absolutely
You're gonna get a Zoom
definitely
high five right here on Hyperdrive.
a Zoom high five.
A Zoom high
Got one of
five on
those before.
Hyperdrive. Wow, guys, this is amazing. You know, social distancing 101. But oh man, you know, I just love the way you put things into perspective, which is a good thing. You know, you don't over elaborate on the things that you actually want to get across as a message. It's kind of very well structured in a way, because sometimes the message doesn't come across the way you want to come across. People take it up the wrong way, or they get the wrong kind of end of the stick. But just the way you've explained those kind of things, I mean, if our listeners out there should know exactly what Amber's all about after that, because it's just precise. You know, you're not sugarcoating things. You're saying it as it is, basically.
Exactly.
You know, it's like, you know, my cousin always says, I don't sugarcoat things because I'm not Willy Wonka. You know, so you know, it's one of those moments right here. But I really appreciate that honesty of yours, man. That's an amazing point, in a sense, because
thanks. You know, I just think it's important to be yourself and, you know, do things with kindness and just kind of accept you as a person. And it's taken me so long to get here.
No, absolutely. So I wanna just ask one thing, and this is gonna be like, you know, obviously you may have some people who may be tuned in right now, maybe from our listeners in South Africa as well. Do you have any special shout outs or dedications that you might want to give out?
Yes, I would like to wish my boyfriend happy 25th birthday.
Awesome.
Wow.
Awesome.
And
awesome.
Shout out to my mom and dad.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, I mean, happy birthday to your boyfriend, 25th birthday from us here at Chapter One Radio.
Oh yeah. I'm
hoping that he's at least tuned in, and we can actually say, like, you know, give him a happy birthday. But he better be. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to cause any problems for you, buddy. But,
dog box.
Sorry, you know. But yeah, look, it's been an absolute pleasure. I mean, really amazing conversation. I do look forward to hearing from your music again, and definitely getting some stuff out there, and obviously playlisting it here on Chapter One Radio. Just know that this platform will always be available. So if you deal with Melissa again, just say Chapter One, don't worry, it will get played there.
Okay.
Because we absolutely love your music.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me, and thanks for saying such kind things. I really appreciate it.
Absolute pleasure. You know, it's great, man. I love it.
And it's just the truth. It's honestly just the truth.
Thanks, God. Definitely. Okay, so now because I had to change laptops before the interview actually happened, I'm gonna playlist your track. Okay, so it might sound a little bit different to you on this side, but
okay.
I want to swap laptops around and stuff like that, but I'll keep the Zoom open for you as well.
Okay.
So I'm going to disconnect our stream for 2 seconds because I'm going to connect on this laptop again. It's just one of those a beautiful moment right now. So no one can hear us right now when we play this track. But I'm going to be playing your track right now. Let me just get this thing loaded. There we go. It should load up in about 2 seconds or so. Oh, yes. There we go. I'm hoping that you can hear that.
I can.
Excellent. Obviously, we're not live anymore now, so we can actually just have a chat. So I just want to say thank you so much for coming on.
Oh, yes.
Really an awesome conversation. And I wish you all the best in your future. Really.
Thank you.
Keep doing what you're doing, and you're definitely going to see the rewards from it.
Thanks so much.
Oh, yes.
It's been a pleasure being on here.
Absolutely.
That's a huge pleasure.
Absolutely.
And definitely stay true to yourself as well, and continue being that inspiration to not only yourself but to others as well.
Amen. Yeah. Awesome. Okay. Amber, have a great day, love. Have a great day. Be safe out there. Bye-bye.
Thanks, you too. Bye.